Imagine the first 18 years of your life learning the earth is flat. All through elementary school and high school, you grow up learning that earth is flat and solving boring physics problems on flat earth. Then, if you are lucky enough, you go to college and shocked. For the first time, they show you a globe and tell, sorry for line. Unfortunately, that's what they actually do with gravity. I know that you all have grown up probably knowing that two things attract each other based on their mass. So light doesn't affected by gravity because its mass is zero. But that's not true, my friend. Actually, the source of gravity is not mass. It is energy and momentum, which certainly light has. Also regular matters too. So not only light just bends while passing but a star or earth or black hole, but also it attracts the object in return. The amount of the force of attraction is very small, but the smallest amount isn't zero. Actually, the point is that Newton's law of gravitation is just an approximation. It is good enough to take us to the moon, but Einstein's general theory of relativity is better enough. I think that you also have learned that if a ship is running on a train 2 miles per hour and the train is running 2 miles per hour on the ground, then the ship is moving 4 miles per hour relative to the ground. 2 miles per hour plus 2 miles per hour is equal to 4 miles per hour. Right? False. Experiments in relativity have confirmed that velocities don't simply add together. So that means the ship is running quite slower than 4 miles per hour. And the formula that correctly predicts the speed of the ship isn't only the addition of two velocities. The real formula is v1 plus v2 divided by 1 plus v1 dot v2 by c squared. I know that it doesn't have a very big effect. Now our earth seems pretty flat to us, but it isn't in reality. So if you walked 10,000 km from your cat and your friend walked more 10,000 km from you, but that doesn't mean that your friend is 20,000 km far away from your cat. Your friend is just 12,750 km away from the cat. So whatever the distance you have covered on earth, it is always 12,750 km. It is called the earthly distance limit. And similarly, when you try to add two velocities, there is always a cosmic speed limit of 300 million meters per second, which is the speed of light. Now I bet that you learned in your school that momentum is equals to mass times velocity. Now particles move very close to the speed of light, like the particles in a large hydrogen collider or light itself. The equation is no longer accurate. Now we use these equations which I talked about in my previous video. E is equal to mc squared is incomplete. Now from the equation you will find that the momentum of a particle with mass is equals to mass times velocity by square root of 1 minus v squared by c squared. Now this square root part doesn't matter if your speed is too much smaller than the speed of light, cause then v by c would be very small and 1 minus something very small is equals to 1. So momentum p is equals to mv by 1, which is mv. That's what you have learned in your school, and also physicists from 1905 believed that, but now we know the truth. Thus our schools and education systems misguide us in the physics field. What is your opinion in the case? So if you find the video interesting, give a like, subscribe the channel, and as always, thanks for watching.